As you guys know, we've been doing the eye booster stuff for the Supra. So for those who don't know, we're doing an electronic brake booster swap right here that's made by Bosch, that's made for like a lot of cars, most notably Tesla. So anyways, we've got to get a power wire here. So we've got this fuse, and so as you can see, these guys have come up a lot in popularity. And the biggest problem with these that we see is that people actually don't crimp them on correctly. So the biggest failure point that I see is that people will strip the wires a little bit too long. And so what happens is you'll have a little bit of wire exposed out here, and you can see that it's, you know, the wire needs to go into this little indentation here. And that's one failure that we see a lot. The second main failure that we see is that people crimp these incorrectly. So they'll use the non-insulated end and they will crimp down on it, and this puts a hole into this, and now it's no longer sealed. Or their dies are really worn out and they'll use the insulated end correctly, but then the wire comes off. So fortunately enough, our friends over at Iwiss and Icrimp gave us a kit here for us to try out. So the first thing about this kit is that it comes with strippers, and you see it obviously comes with dies, and it comes with the actual ratcheting tool. What I like about this that I haven't noticed on other Iwiss tools, and hopefully this is new and it's here to stay, is that they give you an example of what each jaw does. So if you look at it, you can see that the jaws are different for whatever your application is. So now I do have the older version of this kit right here, and on initial inspection they almost look the same, right? So we're gonna go ahead and pull this guy out, and so on initial inspection you can see that they essentially look the same, right? They're both ratcheting crimpers, but there is a huge upgrade between the old one and the new one. So on the old one here, you had to change out the jaws, you had to remove the Phillips. On the new kit here, you've got these pegs, and when you push the peg, the spring-loaded peg, the jaw comes out, so you can quickly change them. So I'm going to go ahead and change these. So this is the 3Cs that are now marked as well, where they weren't before, and then we're going to go ahead and swap it over to the jaws that we need, which are the 125s, which of course are also engraved. Boop, boop. There you go. Took 3 seconds to do. So now that it's done, we're gonna go ahead and just crimp on this end here. So first things first, they include wire strippers as well, / cutters. So we're gonna go ahead and shorten this down to where it's the correct length. Okay, so now we got it shortened down. Go ahead and just double check here, and you can see that it's still just a hair too long. So we're gonna cut a little bit more off of it. And now we've got good contact. So we're gonna go ahead and grab these jaws, and you can see that this is a blue connector, so we're gonna be using the blue part of the die. So go ahead and line this up here. And so what we're looking for is the actual indentation, just to make sure that it's lined up on the metal. And let's see how it works. Go ahead and crimp that down. And look at that. Give it the tug test, and it's good to go. So now that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and line up the other side. We'll go ahead and shorten this, and we'll do it all over again. So same deal here. We've got our crimp in, and this is the indentation that we're looking for. We're gonna go ahead and line it up to make sure that we cut where it's at. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the wire cutters, cut that off there. Go ahead and line this up to make sure that it is lined up. Bingo. Grab our ratcheting, line it up on the metal side, and give it a squeeze. Now it's released, and same deal, tug test, and it's good to go. Okay, so I got our wire lined up. Go ahead and get this on. So what I like to do is I like to use the tool to kind of hold the crimping in place. That way you just don't have to hold a couple things here all at the same time. Butt it in, give it a squeeze, and then same deal, give it a tug test. All right, so that is basically done there. That's basically done there. We're obviously gonna have to go back and heat this up to get the installation to seal, but that is done. We'll go ahead and we'll knock out the other side. So using the included strippers, I stripped the wires and shortened them down. And so now this one, same deal here. And again, I haven't used it on the ring terminals here, so let's see how well it works out here. So we're just gonna have to line it up just as usual. Give it a squeeze. Tug test. All right, so that's good to go. So now I've got to heat shrink everything up. We'll ground everything out, and then we'll test for functionality like we usually do to make sure everything is good to go. All right, we got everything heated up. Let's take a look at this now, and it looks totally fine. Same thing here. Looks all good. No broken insulation. Everything's all sealed up. Perfect. So super stoked with the kit. It's made everything a lot easier. Guaranteed crimp now. We're not gonna have any weird connections, no loose ends, none of that with this kit. So I'm super stoked with it. I think it's a huge upgrade from the previous iteration of it. And you can even see on my old one the abuse that it's been through.